What if a doll could hold the restless spirit of a past? Tonight, we uncover the haunted pasts of dolls that whisper secrets in the dark. Meet Annabelle, said to be possessed by a malevolent spirit, causing unexplained terror. Then there's Robert the doll, whose eerie stare has sparked countless supernatural encounters. Each doll carries a dark history, some tragic, others downright sinister. As night falls, their stories unfold, blending suspense and mystery that will leave you questioning what lingers in the shadows. Are these just stories, or is something truly haunted lurking within? The fascination with haunted dolls stretches back centuries and spans across many cultures, each with its own unique tales of dolls imbued with eerie spirits. In ancient times, some dolls were crafted not simply as toys, but as vessels for spirits or as protective talismans. For example, in Japanese folklore, there are kagutsu ninyo, puppets believed to be inhabited by souls, used in rituals or as guardians. Similarly, in parts of Africa, dolls were often created as spiritual objects, acting as intermediaries that could hold protective powers or even curses. These origins reveal how deeply intertwined the concept of dolls and the supernatural has been, reflecting humanity's attempt to understand and sometimes control unseen forces through these seemingly innocent vessels. As we dive deeper into their histories, it becomes clear that, frightened or fascinated, people around the world have long regarded dolls as more than mere playthings. They became vessels of mystery, guardians of spirits, or harbingers of misfortune. The psychological impact of haunted dolls on people is profound and often extends beyond mere superstition, tapping into deep-seated emotional and cognitive responses. One key reason haunted dolls can evoke such strong reactions is their uncanny resemblance to humans, combined with their inanimate nature. This creates a sense of unease known as the uncanny valley, where something appears almost human, but is just off enough to trigger discomfort or fear. When a doll is believed to be haunted, this discomfort is amplified by the idea that an otherworldly presence animates the doll, blurring the lines between life and death. This perception can provoke intense emotions ranging from fear to fascination. Additionally, haunted dolls often become focal points for psychological projection, where individuals attribute their anxieties, hopes, or traumas onto the doll. This phenomenon explains why some claim to feel a doll's presence, as the mind fills in gaps with personal meaning, turning an object into a powerful symbol. The rituals, stories, and media portrayals surrounding these dolls reinforce this effect, creating a feedback loop where belief strengthens the emotional impact, sometimes leading to real physical reactions like sleep disturbances or heightened alertness. Understanding this psychological interplay helps explain why haunted dolls are not just creepy stories, but catalysts for deep emotional experiences linked to the human fascination with the mysterious and the unknown. Building on the understanding of how haunted dolls captivate our minds, let's delve into some of the most famous haunted dolls and the eerie stories behind them. One of the most notorious is a doll that seems innocent at first glance, but reportedly harbors a dark past involving tragic events and unexplained phenomena. These stories often involve family members experiencing sudden chills, mysterious noises, or the doll appearing in different locations without explanation. Another famous example is a doll that allegedly moves on its own, changing facial expressions or shifting its gaze, which has been documented by those who dare to keep it in their homes or museums. These dolls become the centerpiece of ghost tour or paranormal investigations, drawing people who are both skeptical and believers eager to witness the supernatural firsthand. The backstories often include themes of possession, curses, or spirits attached to the doll from a previous owner, serving as cautionary tales about meddling with the unknown. What makes these dolls so intriguing is not just the paranormal claims, but the way their narratives are passed down and embellished, creating a chilling mythos that adds layers to the simple concept of a child's toy. These haunting tales pave the way for us to explore how culture and media amplify their legendary status, shaping how society perceives and reacts to haunted dolls. When it comes to investigating these haunted doll phenomena, paranormal researchers employ a variety of methods designed to gather evidence and understand the unexplained activity. First, many investigators use electronic devices like EMF meters to detect strange electromagnetic fields that could suggest a supernatural presence. These gadgets are crucial because fluctuations in EMF readings often coincide with reported paranormal events, giving a tangible measure to otherwise invisible occurrences. Additionally, audio recording tools capture EVP or electronic voice phenomena. These are often unexplained voices or sounds caught on tape that weren't heard during investigations, potentially hinting at otherworldly communication. Video surveillance is another staple, with cameras set up for hours or even days around the doll to catch any movement or unusual behavior when no one is present. Beyond technology, investigators also rely heavily on the testimonies of witnesses, collecting detailed accounts of encounters to piece together patterns or triggers for the doll's activity. Some researchers even conduct controlled experiments, such as moving the doll to different locations or isolating variables to see when and how sightings or incidents occur. These investigation methods often blend scientific tools with psychological analysis to better understand the fear and perception of those interacting with the dolls. Together, these approaches aim to demystify the haunted doll phenomenon, balancing between skepticism and the thrilling possibilities of the paranormal, and they naturally lead us into discussions about how these investigations influence public fascination and media portrayal. The cultural representation of haunted dolls in media and folklore adds a captivating layer to their mystique, shaping how we perceive these eerie objects today. In countless cultures around the world, dolls have been seen as more than simple toys. They often embody spirits, guardians, or even curses, depending on the narrative. This has made them prime subjects for storytelling, especially in horror films and books where their lifeless eyes can suddenly become sources of fear. From classic tales of vengeful spirits trapped in small bodies to modern movies that exaggerate their malevolent powers, haunted dolls tap into a deeply rooted cultural fear of the uncanny, those things that are familiar yet disturbingly strange. Folklore often imbues these dolls with histories and legends, suggesting they carry the souls of the deceased or dark magic, which helps explain their bizarre behaviors or supernatural events surrounding them. Media amplifies these ideas, turning many dolls into iconic symbols of horror, which in turn sparks public interest and influences real-world paranormal investigations. This interplay between cultural storytelling, media portrayal, and actual paranormal inquiry creates a feedback loop where haunted dolls become ever more entrenched in both our collective imagination and the intrigue surrounding the unexplained. Haunted dolls are much more than eerie objects. They are vessels of cultural fears, stories, and mysterious histories that have captivated imaginations across time and place. Whether inspired by folklore or amplified by modern media, these dolls embody that unsettling blend of the familiar and the unknown. Their haunted reputations don't just come from ghost stories or chilling legends, but are also shaped by the way we tell and retell those tales. So, as we watch the shadows dance and listen to whispered secrets, it's clear these dolls aren't just toys. They are enduring symbols of the mysteries and fears we all carry with us in the dark. Explore more chilling mysteries and share your own haunted doll stories with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-tingling tales.